Amy, I just wanted to thank you again for the Christmas gifts. I found the envelopes this morning and nearly fell over when I saw how much was inside. You gave each of the girls $300? That's way too generous. Honestly, it made me feel a little guilty.
Oh, come on, don't say that. I was so happy to give it to them. They're absolutely precious, Trina. I had such a good time the other day, and I just wanted to show them how much I care. Please don't make a big deal out of it.
It is a big deal, though. You gave them a combined $900. That's not exactly pocket change, especially for someone who only just started out on her own like you. I mean, I get that you want to treat them, but even I wouldn't have given them that much, and I'm their mother. You're my cousin, though. I can't let you be more generous to them than me.
I know it sounds like a lot, but really, it's okay. My company gave me a pretty solid bonus in December, and I don't have many expenses right now. Besides, it felt good to spoil them a little.
Still, you're barely into your first year as a working adult. I don't want you setting a precedent where you feel obligated to hand out hundreds every holiday. They're just kids. They'd be thrilled with a $20 bill and a bag of snacks.
Maybe, but it's not about the amount. I wanted them to know how much I enjoyed being with them. Spending time at your house, watching the way they interact, even with all the chaos, it really made me feel warm. It reminded me of what a real family looks like.
A real family, huh? You must have caught us during a rare moment of peace. Because most days, it's nothing but yelling over bathroom time and stolen clothes. The twins alone could start a war over a missing scrunchie.
Oh, come on. They were angels when I was there, so polite and affectionate. They even offered me tea and called me Princess Amy. I nearly died from how sweet they were.
Yeah, they're real charmers when there's company. They flip the switch into perfect hostess mode. But trust me, as soon as the door closes, the claws come out. You wouldn't believe the shrieking matches I have to break up on a daily basis.
I don't care. Even their messiness is adorable. They're vibrant, Trina. There's so much life in your home. I don't get that feeling anywhere else. I genuinely love being around all three of them. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like, having kids, I mean. A house full of little voices, laughter, even the fighting. It sounds exhausting, but kind of wonderful, too.
It is wonderful, and exhausting, and frustrating, and expensive, and then somehow still worth it, despite all of that. You really think about that kind of life already?
More than you'd expect. I know it sounds silly, but I've always dreamed of having a big, noisy household. Kids running around, someone to cook for, a partner to come home to. That sounds like happiness to me.
It's not silly at all. You've always had a nurturing side. Honestly, I think you'd make a fantastic mom. The kind who plans matching outfits and never forgets field trip money.
You really think so?
Absolutely. You've got this warm, steady presence, the kind of energy kids gravitate toward. I'd trust you with my girls any day.
That means more than I can say, especially coming from you. I've always looked up to you, you know? Watching you raise them, juggle everything. I admire it.
Admire might be a strong word. Half the time I feel like I'm one meltdown away from moving into a tent behind the supermarket.
Well, from where I'm standing, you're doing an amazing job. And honestly, I hope I get to experience it all someday. Marriage, kids, family life.
I hope so too. You deserve that kind of happiness. I'd love to see you in a wedding dress someday, with your own little tornadoes running around your feet.
You might not have to wait too long for that.
Oh? What's that supposed to mean?
Let's just say, there might already be someone special in the picture.
Don't tease me like that. Spill!
Not yet, but I promise, next time I visit, I'll tell you everything. Who knows? Maybe the next time you see me, it'll be in white.
Then I'll start practicing my ugly cry now.
I'll be sure to have my camera ready.
per kid every month. It's something, isn't it?
It's something. It's an insult. That doesn't even cover their school lunches. Do you think raising 3 girls costs pennies?
I have another child to think about now. I'm gonna be really hurting for money. You'll just have to make it work.
Oh my god, you really believe this garbage you're spewing? Like I'm some single mom on a game show who gets $100 and a pat on the back.
I'm not the villain here, okay? Things got complicated. I didn't plan for this, but I'm stepping up where it counts.
You think you're not the villain? You lied to me for months. You crept around behind my back, and now you're throwing our entire life away. Our kids, our home. For what? Some girl who batted her eyelashes at you in the break room?
Don't talk about her like that!
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not being respectful enough of the woman who helped destroy my marriage?
You don't understand. She sees me. She appreciates me. I come home to you and all I get is cold dinners and complaints about the laundry. I wanted to feel alive again.
So you blew up your whole family because you didn't feel special enough? Because I didn't worship you every night like some kind of tragic soap opera lead?
I'm done being the bad guy in your narrative. I tried to hold it all together, but you pushed me away years ago. I just finally admitted it to myself.
You coward. You absolute coward. Blame me all you want, but there's no getting out of this for you. This is your mess.
Look, this is going nowhere. I'm still bringing the papers tonight. We can sort out the details later.
No, Dylan, you're not walking away from this clean and easy. If you think I'm going to let you slither off into your new life like this never happened, think again.
I don't get why you're being so obstinate about this. I said I'd be there for the girls, didn't I?
You think $100 a head is support? You can't even buy them new shoes with that, let alone cover tuition, transportation, food, health insurance.
Nah, I know you. You're a strong, capable woman. You'll figure it out. Single moms do it all the time.
You are unbelievable. I gave you everything, Dylan. I built this family with you from nothing, and now you want to throw it all away and call it stepping up?
I'm trying to be a good father.
No, you're trying to be a hero in the new story you wrote for yourself. One where we're just the tragic backstory. Well, guess what? We're not extras. We're still here, and you're going to answer for this.
Whatever. I'm not changing my mind. I'll see you tonight.
Not so fast, Dylan. When you come to the house tonight, bring your mistress with you.
What? Are you insane? There's no way I'd let you meet her!
The only way that I will ever let this divorce go through is if I get to meet the woman who wrecked my home in person.
You're out of your mind, Trina! There's nothing good that can come out of the two of you meeting! Trust me on this!
It's not up.
years, that the love between you two is long gone. I became part of something that was already broken.
You keep telling yourself that. That way you don't have to take responsibility.
I am taking responsibility. That's why I came tonight. That's why I faced you. I know you hate me. I probably deserve it. But I wanted to be honest now, even if it's too late.
Honest? You call that honest? You sat at my table last month and handed my daughters envelopes full of cash like some fairy godmother. And all the while, you were sleeping with their father, hiding behind family ties while planning your happy little home.
It wasn't like that.
It was exactly like that. You wanted to be the new mother. You even said it yourself tonight. You told me it's your dream to live in that house, with him. With your baby. You want my life, Amy.
I want a future. I want a family. Is that so terrible?
Not in itself, but doing it by stealing mine? Yeah, that's disgusting.
We're not trying to erase you, Trina. I still care about you. You're my cousin. That hasn't changed.
Everything's changed. And don't you dare say you care about me. If you cared, this never would have happened.
I'm asking you, begging you, to please let us move forward. The longer this drags on, the harder it'll be for everyone. For the girls, for the baby, for all of us.
Oh, I'm not dragging anything. You started this, and you're going to live with every consequence.
What does that mean?
It means I'm not stepping aside quietly. I'm not disappearing just because you want a fresh start. You brought this into my home, so don't act shocked when the mess is bigger than you thought.
Trina, there's something else I need to say, and I really hope you'll take it the right way.
After everything you've already said tonight, I doubt there's a right way left.
I just want to be practical. There's no use pretending things can go back to how they were. And since the divorce is already in motion, I think we need to talk about the house.
The house?
Yes, I mean, it was built under Dylan's name. The mortgage, the deed, everything belongs to him. You know that, right?
Of course I know that. We only finalized the paperwork last year. And what, you think that gives you some kind of right?
I'm not trying to be cruel. I just think it makes sense that you and the girls start thinking about where you'll go next. So we can begin the next phase of our life here properly.
I beg your pardon?
It's not that I want to kick you out, but it's Dylan's home, legally. And now that things are changing, it's only logical that you'd move out.
You're unbelievable.
I've always dreamed of having a real home, not just a tiny apartment or a rented room. A place to grow into, a place to raise a family. And now, with the baby coming, this house finally feels like it could be that dream.
That dream was mine. I helped pick the flooring. I painted the girls' rooms. I packed up an entire decade's worth of our life to move in here. You've been here, what, one time? And now you're calling it your dream home?
I understand it's hard to let go. But isn't it more important that the house be used to raise a child who's just beginning life rather than hold on to a past that's already falling apart?
You think I'm the one clinging to the past? You come into my marriage, tear it down from the inside, and now you want to erase me from the walls?
I'm not erasing you. I'm just saying it makes sense. You're getting a divorce, and Dylan has a new family to support now.
A new family? The old one's not even out the door yet.
That's why I'm trying to handle this maturely. I think it's best if you and the girls move out sooner rather than later. It'll be easier for everyone that way.
Oh, how thoughtful of you, trying to kick me out of my own home for my sake.
I'm not kicking you out, I'm just asking you to be realistic. You'll need time to look for somewhere else to live. Maybe your parents' place? They have the space, right?
Wow, you really have planned this all out, haven't you? Seduce the husband, get pregnant, inherit the house. Efficient.
That's not fair.
You know what's not fair? You, my cousin, standing here telling me to pack up my children and get out so you can play house in the wreckage you made.
I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want a peaceful transition for the baby, for Dylan, for all of us.
You don't get to talk about peace, not when you've turned my life into a battlefield.
I'm trying to build something, a future. Doesn't that count for anything?
You don't build a future by stealing someone else's foundation. You've taken everything from me, Amy. My marriage, my stability, and now you want the roof over my children's heads?
I'm not taking the girls. That's your choice.
No, you're just throwing us out like garbage so you can wallpaper the nursery.
I didn't think you'd react like this.
You didn't think at all.
I'm pregnant, Trina. I need a safe space. I need stability.
Then maybe you should have thought about that before sleeping with someone else's husband. You know what? Fine. You want the house? You want the husband? You can have them.
Wait, seriously?
Yes, I've thought it through. There's no point fighting over someone who's already made his choice. So, I'll move out.
Trina, thank you. I know this isn't easy, and I really do appreciate it.
I'll be going alone, by the way.
What?
The girls are staying here.
Wait, what do you mean? All three?
That's right. You're going to be a stepmother now, Amy. Isn't that exciting?
Trina, no. I never agreed to that. I can't take care of 3 little girls. I thought they'd be going with you.
Oh, that's odd. You seemed so eager to start your perfect family. I assumed this was part of the dream.
This isn't fair, though. I'm pregnant. I can't raise 3 high school girls on top of that. I'm not ready for this.
Well, ready or not, they love you, remember? You're their Princess Amy. They trust you. They even said so themselves.
No, you can't do this. This isn't what I signed up for.
Actions have consequences, Amy. You broke apart a family. Now you get to hold it together. Seems fair, doesn't it?
But I don't know how to parent them. They're your daughters, Trina. They need you.
And yet, they've decided they want to stay right here with you, Dylan, and your baby. You wanted a family, right? Well, congratulations. You just got 3 extra daughters overnight.
This isn't what I wanted.
Neither was any of this, but here we are. Kids make their own choices, Amy. I didn't expect them to pick you either, but hey. yet. You're the one who wanted to be here.
I didn't know it would be like this. I thought we'd bond. I thought I could help them adjust, but they don't want me here. And honestly, I don't want to be here either.
You're just getting started. Wait until finals week.
That's not funny. I'm pregnant, I'm newly married, and now I'm stuck raising 3 hostile teenagers I barely know in a house that doesn't even feel like mine. I can't handle this.
I managed it for years. You'll figure it out.
I'm not you, Trina. I'm not cut out for this.
No, you're not, but you are the one who insisted on taking my place. Anyway, you'll have to figure out what to do about their allowance on your own. Either that or ask Dylan to give you some cash.
I already did. We're broke until the end of the month. Trina, I didn't tell you before, but I quit my job a little after I found out I was pregnant.
You what?
I thought it would be okay. I thought if I focused on the house and the baby, everything else would fall into place. Ever since I was little, I dreamed of being a full-time homemaker. You know, like those moms in magazines with spotless kitchens and smiling kids.
You quit your job already? You just started working.
Dylan didn't object. He said it was up to me, that I should do what feels right.
Of course he did. Dylan hasn't balanced a grocery budget in 15 years. And he's never once handled back to school season. You think a couple of do what feels right pep talks are going to pay for 4 kids?
I didn't think it would be this hard. I mean, you make it look so easy.
That's because I work every day. From home, yes, but full-time, sometimes more. I've been in meetings with one hand while stirring mashed potatoes with the other. There's no secret. It's just exhaustion and repetition.
But your house is always clean. Your kids are, well, okay, not well-behaved, but they function. You even make cooking from scratch every day.
And you thought that's because I didn't have a job? Amy, that's because I do have one. A good one. One that pays for tuition and food and dentist appointments. Do you know what a wisdom tooth extraction costs now?
I thought I could ease into it. I thought if I just focused on creating a peaceful home, everything else would follow.
You thought you were stepping into a cozy sitcom. You're in a war zone.
I know that now. I swear I do. I really thought I could live like you. You always seemed so composed, like you had it all under control.
I don't. I never did. But I never stopped showing up, and I never let go of my income. You can't afford to do that when you have kids. Not in this economy. Not unless you married a millionaire, and newsflash, Dylan's not one.
I thought if I gave up work, I'd have time to focus on the baby. But now there's never enough time, and there's definitely not enough money. I check the fridge and panic. Every day feels like it's slipping further out of control.
That's because it is. Welcome to the real world, Amy. Here, dreams don't mean much unless you can afford. Maybe because they're under pressure, maybe because they're exhausted from exams, or maybe, just maybe, they got one good look at what life would be like with you two and decided they'd rather not become that.
That's disgusting!
Oh, and here's the fun part. They're studying harder than ever now. Test scores are climbing, motivation's off the charts. Turns out, watching their dad